Ask yourself this question. If you could be more assertive in your life, if you were able to stand up for yourself and the things that you believe in with confidence, how would that change the landscape of your future? Well, that is exactly what we're going to talk about today, give you the tools to be more assertive in your life. If you're new to the channel, I'm Maddie Wolf. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We talk about all things mindset and motivation related here. So it's nice to have you with us today. So I want to start off by just defining what being assertive actually is. It sits between being aggressive and being passive, and it is about how we communicate with others. Being assertive means that you confidently and calmly can communicate what you care about whilst respecting your rights and the rights of people around you. It's different from being aggressive, where you forcefully put forward your opinions, or being passive, where you don't put forward what you're concerned with and you allow other people's voices, other people's thoughts to dominate your own view. Being assertive is like the happy medium in between, but it takes confidence. And if this is an area where you feel like you are lacking, then I want to give you just some really simple tools in order to develop that level of confidence and self-esteem so that you can be assertive. So where would assertiveness help you? Well, it might help you to stand up in meetings and say what you want to contribute to the discussion or to how things might move forward in your career, in your work life, in your business, in the place in which you work, the industry in which you work. Maybe you see that there are changes that need to be made, but you don't have the confidence to go, hey, this is what I think should happen. Being assertive can help you in your relationships by requiring more from the people around you, or making sure that your needs are being met and you're being listened to. That takes a level of assertiveness in order to require that, or to communicate clearly to the people in your life. It might help you to advocate for yourself or for other people when you see wrongs being perpetuated or injustice being served. By being assertive, you can make changes to the wider community or to your personal community. You can make changes to the world if you have a level of assertiveness to put those views forward. Now, if confidence is something that you are looking to boost in your life, if you want to develop that kind of rock solid confidence that maybe you see in other people and that you know if you had, you could make huge changes in how you live your life, then do check out the resources in the description box below, because I have a lot of incredible resources that will help you to develop that rock solid confidence. Check out the course where we go through exactly how to develop inner confidence and then how we can project it outwards. So we look at things like body language and how to overcome stage fright, how to overcome public speaking nerves, as well as how to build your sense of self and your self-esteem so that that confidence no longer quivers or shakes, but roars like this amazing tiger, the one that you can be to go and take on your challenges and achieve your goals. So if that's of use, of interest to you, please check out those resources below. But today I want to give you this really clear strategy for becoming more assertive. So now that we've talked about what that is and how it can change your life, what it could do for you, let's dive into the actual strategy. So the first thing you're going to need to do here is to be really clear on your values. If you have watched any of my videos, done any of my courses, spent any time with me at all, you've probably heard me talk about core values, because it is at the center of so many things that we do. If you have strong core values, you're going to find it easier to make decisions. You're going to find it easier to define your goals. You're going to find it easier to relate to other people. Being sure about what your core values are and continuously reassessing what those core values are is a really strong cornerstone of self-awareness and self-development. if you want some help looking at how to define your core values, definitely check out the 5-day life changer. I'll put a link in the description box below. This is a very short 5 days where you can address things like core values, your passions, your potential, your purpose. It's where we open the hood and make some important changes so that you can get unstuck from the rut you're in and move forward with your life. Check that out. I'll put the link in the description box below. But this is where you need to start when you want to develop your level of assertiveness, is understand what your core values are. The reason you have to do this as a starting point is because you have to know what is important to you. Assertiveness, and this is really key, you might want to jot this down, assertiveness is only useful if it's based on trying to achieve something that means something to you. Being assertive for the sake of assertiveness is not going to move you forward in any way, and actually you'll find it becomes very superficial. So you're not going to have the strength of character that actually being assertive can give you, the kind of confidence, the kind of ability to hold your head high, to walk forward into a room and have people turn their head and go, whoa, we better listen up because this person's got something important to say. If it's not rooted to what you believe in most or those core values, then it's not going to have the substance that will carry you forward. So check out what those core values are. Understand what is important to you. So we go core values, and then we go, what is important to me? What is it I'm trying to achieve with my assertiveness? Now, if you're looking at just becoming more assertive on a general level, then that's really important to recognize. But each instance where you want to show your newfound assertiveness, make a mental check. What is it I'm trying to achieve? So at this meeting, don't go into a meeting just thinking, I'm going to be more assertive. Well, why? What is it you want to get across? And that may be a moment by moment decision. So you may be sitting in that meeting and then something comes up and you go, actually, I need to put something across here. Here's where I'm going to bring my assertiveness forward. But know what it is that you're trying to achieve, because by having a strong sense of your core values and then knowing what it is that you want out of that moment that your assertiveness is going to achieve, that will give you a foundation of confidence, because you'll be focusing on what it is you're trying to achieve, as opposed to, I'm a bit nervous to put my hand up, or I'm a bit nervous to speak out, or I'm a bit nervous to put myself forward in this way. The next step in creating that assertiveness is to know what your boundaries are. By having clear boundaries, you're able to protect those boundaries. If you don't know what your boundaries are, then they can easily be crossed by the people in your life, by the experiences around you. And in order to be assertive, you have to protect those boundaries, and you have to protect them with assertiveness. It's like a little loop. If you want to clarify your own boundaries and learn how to protect those boundaries, I have made a video that specifically addresses that. So again, I will put a link below. You can check out that video and start developing the skills of protecting your own boundaries. So that's going to specifically deal with that. But that is the third step here in developing the ability to be more assertive, to have the confidence to be more assertive so you can put yourself forward. The next step here is about listening. By actively listening to other people, you're going to be building your own confidence. A lot of people, when they think about being assertive, it's all output, right? It's like, I need to put myself forward. I need to say this. I need to be stronger in my opinions. I need to make people understand. But in order to do that, we also have to receive. We have to listen to what's being said so that we can accurately respond to what's being said, so that we can allow that information that's coming in to merge with what we want to say, what our opinions are, so that when we output, it is that much richer, because we have allowed ourselves to be influenced by what's being said. Sometimes when people are trying to be more assertive, they end up pushing through to aggression. And aggression means that you have shut off that active listening. Remember, we talked about assertiveness being this happy in-between place. Well, in order to keep it in between, we have to make sure we're actively listening. So in order to actively listen, hear what other people are saying. Use your incredible brain to reflect on what is being said. Allow it to affect what your thoughts are. And then step forward and speak and communicate. And this is a constant exchange. So you're actively listening and you are being assertive. And then you're actively listening, then you're being assertive with what you want to say. So that there is a constant movement, a constant flow there. And then when you've done those steps and you've prepared to actively listen, so you've defined your core values, you've understood on a moment-by-moment basis or a case-by-case instance what it is you're trying to achieve. You've clarified your boundaries so that they cannot be crossed, so that they are being protected. And then you've developed the skill of actively listening. Then you need to start small. Allow yourself to be assertive in small exchanges, whether that means with a server at a restaurant or a shopkeeper or someone that you are really close to, so that you know that that relationship is protected. Allow yourself to start with small acts of assertion. And from that, build your confidence. And with each small act of assertion, reflect on how it went, how you felt, what happened, so that the next time you feel the need to put yourself forward, or you want to speak up, or you want to give something outward that you care about, you'll have a history of already having tried it. So don't necessarily start with the big things. If this is new to you, if you are developing your assertion, start small, go through these steps, and then see what it does to your life. It's been amazing for me in my one-to-one coaching to watch people as they go through this process, where they begin that level of self-awareness. They go through this process of developing their ability to be assertive. And then they achieve the confidence to actually do it. And it means that they're able to conquer goals that had been so far off before that. They're able to take on new opportunities. They're able to stand up for what they believe in. They're able to stand up for the people in their lives. It can be incredibly life-changing when we develop this skill. If you're interested in diving deep one-to-one with me, I'll also put the link below for that, so that you can understand what's involved in actually going much more thoroughly into your own journey through developing confidence and assertiveness. If this has been useful today, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and check out the description box below, where I'll put all these incredible links to free resources and also the courses and projects that I run. See you soon.